This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hello and welcome to this week's installment of Boar Meets World. We are your hosts. I'm Kyle. That's Steven. I tried to be as smooth as possible. It didn't work out. Steven, how you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. You?
I've been better.
Yeah, we all heard that. Yeah. What you been up to?
Oh man, not a whole lot. Watching some Boy Meets World.
Yes. Yeah. You enjoy it?
Yeah, man.
What have you seen lately? What are you up to?
We're talking about the show. So hope you guys checked out episode 50.
Yes. If you haven't listened to 50,
yeah, you should.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It was a big milestone episode,
and we did little to celebrate it.
You got to check that one out. It is incredible.
Yeah. Like, it is so much like the rest of our catalog, you will be blown away.
So many bells, whistles.
So many bells and whistles omitted from that episode.
It was great. So highly recommend that. If I were to tell someone, you want to listen to a podcast? Yeah, sure. Would you want to listen to one about Boy Meets World? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Number 50. Of Boar Meets World. That's where you want to go.
Yeah, if we could pick any episode of Boar Meets World to bring in new viewers, we could probably pick any of them because they all sound the same.
I would say 1 all the way up to 50.
Yeah, consistent product.
Yeah, we should do a little more pre-production maybe or something. Get a meeting going on maybe.
Like what? Yeah.
To be like, oh, yeah, this is number 50. Maybe we should do something. But no, we just kind of discovered that while doing it.
When we sat down to record, we were like, no, this is episode 50. Maybe we should celebrate like a number that isn't special.
Sure, that would be on brand, probably.
Yeah, like episode 72. Why are we celebrating? Because we want to.
So that's one of my favorite numbers.
Yeah.
Not really.
Man, I got no relation to that.
97, maybe.
97? Good year for you?
That's the one I like. It's my favorite poker hand. 9-7.
97?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys were playing any hand you had the other night.
What do you mean? Kyle and I, I hosted a game this previous weekend, and Kyle was there, and you want to give them a rundown how it went for you?
Sure. People had a lot of money, so they just played whatever fucking hand that they got. They didn't try to play with any good cards. It's hard to read people because they would play with fucking a 2 and an 8 offsuit, which if you're not a poker player, that's a terrible hand. One you would typically fold. Apparently, I was the only person at the table that knew how to fold. And everybody was calling everything.
Scared money don't make money, Cal.
Well, fearless money goes a lot quicker than scared money, too.
I did okay.
Yeah. Well, you have more money.
Well,
Miles had more money.
That's true.
Everybody had more money.
I only bought in with 20 at the beginning and 20 the second time as well.
Yeah. Props to David, though, because he was the trooper. I think he came in for, 20 and...
Yeah. Never went out.
Yeah.
Left up.
Doing good. Usually,
he took home 40 up. So
60 total.
Yeah.
He usually when we play, he just gets really unlucky.
He has a pretty bad string of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he probably folds because I'll admit, away from the table now, I may have bluffed him a time or two out of a pot.
Yeah.
Or 2. Just saying.
Yeah, my best hand was a 2-10. And I was like, I want to play this, but, the...
like a 2 and a 10 was your best hand.
2, yeah.
Okay.
Well, aside from my ace kings, but they didn't get anything, so it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Well, did you pop it pre-flop with ace king?
Yeah.
And everyone called?
Yeah.
And you missed?
Like twice. Yeah.
And how did everyone react after that?
No one gave a shit. They just kept going.
Well, did you pull a what we call a C bet in the poker world?
What's a C bet?
That's a continuation bet. Once you pop it pre-flop,
yeah,
no matter what comes, you want to hit it again.
Yeah, I think
because you gotta continue your aggression.
I think one person folded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does someone really have 8-2?
You did.
I win.
The second hand we played.
Did I win?
No, but you went all the way to the river with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just you and me, though. We were playing for...
Oh, you're talking 7-4, I believe it was, right?
The Snickers game, whatever.
Yeah.
When we were playing for Snickers and Twix or whatever.
You get a pair of heads up, man. I mean, that's pretty fucking good. You didn't have anything until the river. You're the one that should have folded.
I should have, but I didn't think you had anything. So
I think every call out you made is just what you do, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pass the blame here.
Our good friend and boss will enjoy this beginning. I think he's a poker guy.
Poker guy? Yeah.
So shout out Mark.
I will go ahead and say, because I was kind of pouty about it when you and I talked about it the day after.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take ownership of it. I did not come in with enough money.
Well, I mean, everyone bought in with 20 except for Milas.
Yeah. How much he buy in with?
I believe it was 60.
Yeah. So it's just everybody buys in with 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's aggressive at the table.
Well, me and Milas, for sure. Yeah.
Well, even David was pretty aggressive that night.
More so than I've seen before.
Yeah.
Definitely more calls. Usually he's first to muck, but he must have been running pretty good.
Zach was, I don't know, he's pretty normal. Like, he seems like he plays the same way.
Yeah, I don't see too many changes in play from him, but I'll give him credit. He did buy in with 20 and made it last quite a while.
Yeah.
A lot longer than my first 20.
Yeah. But I guess I'm so used to, like, when we had played games before, like, people just fold when I bet high.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't work that night, I guess, because I didn't win a lot of big hands.
Yeah.
But
you just always got to look at your previous game, think about what worked, what doesn't. It's a learning game constantly, really.
No.
But I love it.
And you can't bluff fucking big stack bullies who don't give a shit about raising.
You can.
You can?
You can.
No, it doesn't work.
You can.
Okay.
You gotta wait for the right time, tell the right story, and you can get away with it.
Okay.
Trust me on that one.
Yeah. Maybe when pigs fly. This brings us back to our episode called This Little Piggy.
Oh, wow. Damn, I didn't expect you to do such a smooth segue.
Thank you.
That was very good.
Yeah. So in this episode, we open up with Sean.
What's this episode called?
This Little Piggy.
What episode is it?
This is Season 3, Episode 6 of Boy Meets World. Episode 51 for us.
Yeah.
On the pod. But the episode opens with Cory and Sean. Usual hangout at Sam Adams High School.
Mm-hmm. John, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. See, I thought I had it right that time. I really did. I wasn't even trying to work that in. Sean has announced to Cory that he's got a pet pig.
Yeah. Which he also brings up a previous pet, which was he called Gordy, which was actually a turtle.
Oh, it was a turtle.
Yeah, he thinks turtles are goldfish, apparently.
Who, Sean?
Yeah.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
Not at all, right? Of course.
He probably, when he moved in with Turner, he's like, you got a lot of nice turtles in this tank.
So Cory sees the pig, and he's like, hate to have to flush him down the toilet.
Yeah. Because he's a he's a pig. He wouldn't fit down the hole.
Yeah, I don't see it working.
It's kind of fucked up. He's even joking about flushing that poor thing.
He makes a lot of, how do you say this?
Pork jokes?
Insensitive jokes?
Yeah, doesn't matter how you slice it up, it's still pig.
Yeah. He's a real asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean's got a new pet. It's little Cory.
Yeah.
Little Cory the pig.
He named him Little Cory.
That's the first name he could think of, apparently.
Yeah.
First one that came to his mind, which I guess is nice. I don't know. A little odd, perhaps.
Cory is the one name he's always thinking about, I guess.
And where did he find this pig? Do you remember this whole story?
He was chomping on the dump, like in the dump of their trailer park or whatever. And he was gnawing on his uncle's leg.
All the sludge or grime or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, and he's like...
chewing on Uncle Sal's peg leg over here.
Yeah. What did Cory say to set this up? He was like, so did Sal get his leg back?
Yeah.
He's like, get his leg back. He didn't lose it. He just didn't notice the pig there.
He was still there. He just didn't notice. So Cory makes the assumption that perhaps he has been spending too much time with his new girlfriend, Topanga. So Sean is feeling a little left out and lonely. So hence the naming of the pig and even just having the pig in general.
Yeah.
So then we see Topanga, and she meets little Cory. Of course, we have a little gag of course, the pig reminds her of Cory, or sees the resemblance here. Yeah. Haha, he looks like a pig, but you're dating the guy, so maybe
pig lover.
Yeah. But Topanga has a problem with this.
Yeah, she says that the pet or the pig, is a farm animal. It does not belong in the city. Mm-hmm. Belongs somewhere where it can run around.
Yeah. So they're kind of getting into it, and then, of course, this is when Cory comes in, and he's like, hey, guys, it's no biggie. Like, anyway you slice it, it's only a pig, right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of get mad at him about that. And Cory and Sean and little Cory hanging out, and then Feeney makes a turn around the corner. And they're like, oh, no, Feeney. And the pig scattles away to the convenient pig door in the locker that's already there. I don't know.
I guess it's Sean's locker this episode, and the pig just runs up to the door, goes in, and Cory's like, "Did you teach him to?" No, he just picked it up on his own.
He just knows. And they talk to Feeney, and they're like, "No farm animals here, Mr. Feeney." And he's like, well, the day is young, and just kind of walks away being like, what the fuck's wrong with these kids?
Yeah, weirdos.
So then we see Eric running up to Feeney, and we're going to talk a little bit about college. You want to run through that?
Sure. He runs up to Feeney, and he's like, hey, you ever heard of a college called Yale?
Yale.
And Feeney just looks at him with the most disgusted look on his face, and he's like, Yale? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, what did he say to him?
Well, he's looking through some kind of magazine pamphlet.
It's like a safe for, it's like a softcore, penthouse kind of thing. Like, it's called Bourgeois. Something. Yeah, I saw it on the cover there. He
called it the Girls of the Ivy League, I believe it was.
Yeah. Mm. And he's like, look at this one from Yale. She's according to her, physics rocks.
Yale rocks, yes.
Yale rocks, yeah, because she's reading a physics book.
And then Feeney's like, Yale is no party school. You might want to look into something more accessible, maybe a preschool.
Yeah.
Because
well, he's like, first, city school, preschool. Something I noticed, and they kind of did it with this episode too. I watched Lady Bird the other night, and in that's the story about the girl, like she's getting ready to graduate, and she wants to go off to New York, and she thinks Sacramento, California is like bums fuck Egypt. Okay. Which I don't understand. You're in California, but and they're like, yeah, with your grades, you could get into a city school, a state school. she's like, oh, state school. I want to go across the town across town. Shit. Across the country. And here, like, they kind of low-key sold it as, like, going in-state is lesser than going out of state for college. Which you don't really hear.
In this episode?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure I took it like that. I mean, they're talking about fucking Yale.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's a little different. I'd say it's a upper tier than a state school.
I mean, it's not out of state if you live there, right? Where Yale is. Where Yale is.
Sure.
Huh? I'm next door to Yale. Y'all. Oh, shit, my trailer. Woo! No.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can agree necessarily. I'm not sure there was a shot necessarily. More of a shot towards, not even a shot, I guess. But Eric needs to realize only his potential, I guess.
Yes, he needs to curb his expectations.
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, it seems like community college is taking the place of state schools. Like, you want to poke fun at a school like a community college, call it Piss Ass 101. And
Kyle went there.
Yeah, I did. I paid my way, thank you.
And then, of course, Eric has a very good yes or no question for Mr. Feeney here. And he says, how many people actually get into Yale a year? And Feeney says, no.
Yeah. No. We're not going here, Eric. We're not entertaining this fantasy.
So basically, he tells Eric, you're going to need more than your grades to get into Yale. And Eric's like, I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'm winking at you. And Feeney says, please don't.
Yeah, stop it.
Then we jump to Mr. Turner's, and he is having a very nice dream. Mm-hmm. And what's he think is happening here?
He's thinking that some girlfriend is like licking all over him and stuff, and he's like, you're an animal. And he wakes up, the pig is just sitting there like going to town like he's got slop on his face.
Yeah. So no more kissing is the rules for the pig of the house here. And Turner doesn't mind if Sean has the pig and keeps it around, but he just doesn't want to see it.
Yeah.
You're responsible for it.
Yeah. Take care of your pig.
Not me. Okay. So Big Cory comes over and he has a present for little Cory here.
Yeah, he got him a bank in the shape of a squirrel.
A squirrel bank, yeah.
Yeah. Sean is like, hey, if they didn't have any piggy banks, he's like, you really think you'd be okay with having a pig that you stick quarters in the back of?
That's a good move on Cory there.
It's very alert. He's making up for that no matter how you slice it up.
Yeah, great uncle.
Yeah.
Sean has a nice book here. You remember this book?
What is it? How to Raise Your Pig? Or
what to expect when you're raising a pig.
What to expect when you're raising a pig.
I think they get into a little talk about Topanga being upset about Sean keeping the pig, blah, blah, blah. Sean says it's none of her business. And to me, it's like Cory's kind of attempting to play both sides in a way, because it's his buddy and his girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Sean's like, why does she even have a problem with it? And of course Turner pops out and he's like, I got a problem with your pig. And I think the pig may have did a little poo-poo on Mr. Turner's pillow.
Left him a present on the bed.
Then we see Eric outside and Feeney outside as well in the middle of the night here. And Eric is trying to bribe Mr. Feeney to help him into Yale.
Yeah. Yo, Feeney, give me in the Yale.
Yeah, exactly.
Help me out. He's like, he goes over there to talk to Feeney. He's like, fancy seeing you here. And Feeney just looks at him. You know how Feeney looks at Eric by this point. He's just like, I live here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because he's out there trimming his bushes and azaleas like he usually does.
In the middle of the night, as one might do.
Yeah. At night. No daylight.
I did like this part where Eric has the envelope with the present he's going to give him, and he drops it, and he's like, "Oh, look what Eric dropped."
Yeah, and they're just staring at each other for a minute. He's like, "Well, aren't you going to pick it up, Feeney?" He's like, "Eric dropped it."
Yeah, why? Eric dropped it. So Eric got Feeney 2 seats to the opera tomorrow evening, and that's not a bribe. It's just him doing something nice for him in hopes that one day he does something nice for him in return. Yeah. Not a bribe.
A quid pro quo, if you will.
I will.
So Feeney tells him, he's like, okay, they want people that have some culture to them to get into Y'all A.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'll pick you up at 7:30, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to take Eric to the play.
And
the opera, sorry.
And Eric says, Feeney say what?
Feeney say what?
Feeney says, Feeney say 7:30.
Is say what a 90s thing?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Say what?
And then I'll say what?
Because I've heard BoJack Horseman do it, and his whole thing on his show is he's it's a former 90s star. Sure. Yeah. But, you ever been to any operas?
No.
Documentary?
You?
No.
You wanna?
I mean, maybe one time. Just one time.
I'll pick you up at 7:30 tomorrow.
Say what?
Steve say 7:30 tomorrow.
Steve said 7:30. Be ready.
Then we see Sean, and he's hanging out in the old Chubby's diner here. And he's impressing all the ladies with his pig.
Yep.
You ever do something like that?
What? Show my pig to the lady?
Yeah.
I've never owned a pig.
Oh, okay.
Have you? You ever had a pet pig?
I believe so, for a small amount of time, yes.
Was I around?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long, long time ago.
Was it a black pig?
I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. How was it having a pet pig?
That's okay.
I've heard they're cleaner than other animals, like dogs and cats.
Better than cats, yeah.
Yeah, well, don't shit on my cats, okay?
Well, they do plenty over there.
Yeah, they do. It's like a ritual for them. Every time we sit down to record, she's over there taking a piss. I think she just mimics us because we go to the bathroom before we start recording. But
she's like, it's time.
Yeah, she's very observant.
You gotta get ready for this.
But yeah, I was just wondering like how it is to have a pet pig, because you see them more now than you used to, I guess, with social media and everything. Mm-hmm. And I've heard that like they're, pigs are actually really intelligent and they're really clean. So I pulled this thing, and it says owning a pet pig is not for everyone. I was just gonna run through some of the stuff. It's got an adorable little black pig there looking at you. If it's little negatives from the picture, making it look like it's possessed. Like some kind of demon boar.
Well, save that pic. Let's post that on Twitter.
Okay. Baby pigs are so cute. You just look at, and they would make... Who typed this?
Like, who's reading it?
Yeah. Did you say you were in college? Oh my God, it is adorable.
Piss ass 101.
You don't have bullet points, man. I'm on a podcast. I can't read your entire short story.
Well, this is why, like I said, the pre-production meeting.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do all that. What's it really like to have a pet pig? Let's look at this real quick.
Well, tell me.
What it's like to own a pet pig?
Yeah.
I'm pulling it up right now, man.
All right, I'm waiting. We're all waiting.
All right. Have a pig as a pet. Oh, God, he's cute, too. Why are people fascinated with pigs? I need bullet points, people. I'm a millennial. I need instant gratification. Come on.
I have no patience.
Yeah, I have no patience.
Fuck Axl Rose.
Yeah. What? Oh.
Patience. You get it.
The song, or the fact it took him 10 years to release an album?
Well, I guess it would work both ways.
Yeah. Tool does the same thing, but Tool shit is like amazing when it comes out.
I think, I would say it, but I don't remember the album and say it would be better than the other one, but I don't remember what the Guns N' Roses album was called.
Chinese Democracy.
Yeah, banger.
You did play it. Mm-hmm. I don't remember much from it.
Me either.
But yeah, owning a pet pig.
You got it for us yet?
No,
Just make something up. It's fine.
Starting next week, we're doing pre-production.
Okay.
We're going to tighten the ship.
It's going to be a really good show come starting episode 52.
Yeah. All that haphazard, fly by the seat of your pants, calling it on the fly.
Yeah.
All the personality we inject into the show.
No more.
Gone.
It's just going to be monotone.
Yeah. It's going to be very...
Straight up reading shit.
It's going to be very... it's going to be very procedural. There we go. Don't. But we need that clip in there of Law and Order. Like,
well, that's why, like you said, we got to hire somebody to do editing.
Yeah, we're looking for someone to do editing. Give us $500 and 500 follows. You got it. Anyways,
but they got to do stuff for us to get the job.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
Do you want to join the Boar team?
Come make a difference in the Boar Brigade.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Take a real load off my fucking back, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do, man. That's why we couldn't do more than like 2 podcasts. Or 3.
Why?
Too much work. For you.
Yeah, exactly. If only I had a co-host.
Don't play that game. We both know I'm technology illiterate. Technology illiterate.
I mean, I could teach you.
Like, I'm going through management information systems, and like just having to hit function 4 for one of these things took me like 30 minutes.
Real brain buster, huh?
Yeah, because like it kept throwing up my like Windows view mode, like PC, other screen, whatever the fuck. I'm not technology illiterate.
He's not technology.
Yeah.
I hate all technology.
I do. I'd go back to a flip phone if I could get one for the same price I get a smartphone.
What did Kenny Powers say? Do you remember that?
Huh?
Kenny Powers.
What?
He said, like, I hate all technologies or something like that. I don't remember.
I just remember, like, the whole, like, I'm not trying to get good at exercising.
Not get good at exercising.
Yeah. I play real sports.
Okay, so Topanga shows up, of course, with Big Cory.
Yep.
To Chubby's, and they see, of course, Sean with little Cory. And Topanga doesn't approve here.
No.
And so we get into a little spat, you might say, between Topanga and Sean.
Cory gets in the middle.
Yeah, and they both start to ask, do you agree with me, or him, or her, or me? What's going on here? And what happens?
Well, Cory takes Topanga's side, even though he believes that Sean's right.
And Sean's pissed.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that girl. I got my little pig. That's all I need.
Taking my pig and going wee all the way home.
Exactly. So Topanga says, let's go grab a bite somewhere else.
Yeah. Let's get some pork.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, she wouldn't eat that, would she?
No. Bacon is delicious, though.
It's true.
I almost got some pork chops the other day, too.
Yeah.
I am starving.
I've heard your belly all day. So yes.
Yeah.
And then we jump to Cory at home. He's trying to get a hold of Sean because he upset his buddy, so he's trying to make amends. And
Amy and Alan's parents of the decade come in, and they're like, "What's up, Cory?" And Cory's like, "Sean was with this pig at Chubby's," and Alan goes, "We raised you better than that."
Whoa.
Yeah.
They think he's talking about a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, like a little pig.
It was an actual pig, Dad.
Yeah. Little Cory.
Yeah. You know him.
Yeah.
And so, Amy, Alan have a little talk with him, and they're like, well, who'd you agree with, or whatever. And then Alan says, well, of course he agreed with his girlfriend. He's a guy.
Right.
Is that a true fact?
You don't have to.
But you should.
It's often recommended that you do.
Should I ask if we've been in this situation, or probably just avoid it, right?
What, with her?
Yeah, let's just move on.
Tara, my girlfriend, listens to the show. Have we ever had that where I just sided with her to avoid trouble, even though I had a completely different opinion, to the point of like her actual viewpoint offended me down in my moral core?
Yeah.
Never happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
What about you? You ever just agree to agree?
Oh, heavens, no. So Alan says...
No. Let's not dance around this. Have you?
Have I what?
Because my love life gets thrown on this show quite a bit. What about yours?
Yeah, but you're the color of the show.
Okay.
You know that.
Yeah. Well, you can't just be a closed book, Steven.
I have to be.
You got to open up and let people read those pages.
I tend to disagree more often than not.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see that.
Really?
Yeah.
You see me just taking it easy.
Super agreeable, non-sarcastic at all.
Yeah.
Very high energy.
Wait, two can play the sarcasm game. And I play it with the best of them.
You do. You're top tier, my friend.
I probably have, but I definitely have gone both ways. How about that?
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's probably best to just be like, sure, honey, and move on about your day.
It's just not worth it. You got to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And we hope you learned something this week, too.
Yeah. This has been the show.
So Alan says, hey, it's not always easy in the real world, as Eric comes down and sings his I'm Going to Yale song.
I'm going to Yale.
And he says, well, it's a little easier in his world, but you shouldn't have taken a side if you didn't agree.
Yeah.
It's the point that the parents are trying to tell Big Cory here.
Yeah.
And so Cory and Sean have a little chit-chat at lunch. And Cory is telling Sean that he's sorry for taking Topanga's side. We kind of finally, even though I think it was probably obvious why Sean is kind of attached to this pig at this point. We kind of get to the bottom of that here because the pig was abandoned. He relates in a way. His parents ran away, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Why are you so smiley right now?
I just love this. This episode. The pig just chewing on the food. He's smacking his jaws, and it was the one time when something eats and it doesn't smack its jaws. It doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Cory understands, given that he is obviously Sean's best friend since the beginning of time here.
He's like, yeah.
He knows what he's been through, so he gets it. And Sean's not mad at Cory here, and he even admits that he would probably do the same if he was in his shoes anyway.
Yeah, he sided with a girlfriend.
And like old, what's his name again?
Who?
His dad.
Jay, Ray, Jed, Ted, Zed, Jeb.
It's gotta be one of those, right?
I think it's Jeb.
Yeah, Jeb.
Jeb.
I don't think it's Jeb.
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
Who's dad? Pronouns, Steven.
Sean's.
Okay, thank you. Jeb.
Yeah, Jeb.
Yeah.
I think you said that before, but it was wrong.
It's Chad.
It's Chet.
Chet.
Yeah.
Oh, Chet, like Akins. Chet Akins. Chet Baker.
If that's a person, sure.
Chet Faker.
Okay.
Chet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sticking around for 51 episodes.
And we will continue on once you stop listening.
Yeah. As we have many listeners.
As Chet has always said, you want to do this?
Pigs and women, they'll break your... Oh, sorry. Pigs and women, they'll break your heart.
There you go.
Whoa.
And then we see back at Turner's house, Cory is there, little Cory's there, Sean's there, and Cory, big Cory that is, has invited Topanga over to see that, hey, Sean is pretty good with this pig.
Yeah.
And I've been talking a lot, so take over.
Okay. So they come over. Sean's bathing the pig. Topanga comes in. She's like, hey. Sean goes, hey. She's like, I called animal control. What up, biatch? And Sean goes, what? How could you? And then he turns around, looks at the tub. I'm paraphrasing all of this.
No kidding.
He turns around and looks at the tub, and he's like, my pig's gone. And he's like, Topanga, you stupid bitch, you left the door open. Why are you so stupid? She's like, I'm not stupid. I'm highly intelligent. He's like, whatever. Where's my pig? Turner saves the day, bringing the pig in. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Sean, your pig was headed for the rib joint across the street.
Suicide.
Yeah, Sean goes, suicide.
Before that, though, pretty great joke as well. When they thought he was in the little bathtub there, mm-hmm. but then it was gone.
They turned it into broth.
So long he turned into broth. That's good shit. So, yeah, that's where they find out Topanga called animal control. She's like, oh, I made the right choice, blah, blah, blah. Cory, Sean, and the pig leave because what the fuck, Topanga, that's not right.
Yep.
And also Cory tells Topanga, hey, that wasn't cool of you to put me in the middle of all this anyways.
I love you, but that's sick, honey. I got pig hiding to do.
And Topanga and Turner have a little chit-chat. She asks Turner, why do you let Sean keep the pig? He lets her know that, I don't know, it seems important to him and takes good care of it, so it's no biggie. It's fine. And Topanga realizes maybe she made a mistake here.
Yep, she done goofed.
Then we see Eric and Feeney, and they're at the opera. And Eric is a little bored, you might say.
Mm-hmm. He's not getting into it. He's like, it's just two fat people screaming at each other in Italian. Care to do your rendition? I'm fatter than you. No, I'm fatter.
I'm fatter than you. No, I'm fatter than you.
I'm fatter than you both. No.
Oh, wow.
You shouldn't fat shame, though. That's so 1995.
Yeah. Man. You fat. What are you going to do?
Yeah. He's fat. But Eric's trying to reason with Feeney, like, this is all lost on a guy like me. I'm not into this. And he's like, so say you go to a college and this girl...
Say you did get into Yale.
Yeah. Say you get up to Yale and it rocks like you think it does from your magazine. And, you meet this girl. What if she has a passion for opera? You now have something to discuss. And Eric's like, fuck this shit, I'm out, Feeney. I'm going to go somewhere like Stanford or something.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke about Stanford, but
okay, gotcha.
It didn't work.
And he's about to make his exit.
They cue to Flight of the Valkyries, which, if you don't know it, then you haven't been watching or listening to anything in your entire life. It's a classical piece by Wagner.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Is that the same Bugs Bunny cartoon where the little, like, I don't even know what to call this. Those little guys with the wings on their ears. The little green people. And they're just fucking with Bugs Bunny for like 10 minutes.
Sure.
It's like the only time you ever see Bugs Bunny get the better of by anything. Usually he's on top.
I don't recall any.
No,
so I'm sorry.
I just remember from that, it was like Bugs Bunny did the job for the little green men.
Aliens?
No, they're not aliens. No.
My apologies.
But anywho, he hears that, he comes back, he's like, oh my god, this is just like Bugs Bunny, and puts the opera glasses on to watch.
Yeah. And Feeney, of course, corrects him and tells him it's what?
It's Wagner.
Yeah, he said no.
You Cro-Magnon.
This is cartoons. You're way out of your league here.
Yeah.
But before that, was another nice little joke where Feeney's like, dude, I'm not getting you into Yale. I couldn't even get you into a Yale sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty good.
So then we're back to Cory's, and we're trying to hide little Cory. And lo and behold, we get a little...
Yep.
Who's there?
Brother, that is Al.
That's Al Borland.
Yeah.
Playing animal control.
Yeah, from Home Improvement.
And
I don't think so, Tim.
He says, hey, is there a pig here? And they said, I don't think so, Al. And
yeah,
that didn't work. Did that not work as cool as I thought it would?
No. Shit. Sorry. It almost connected. So I'm sure somebody caught it and they're paying attention.
They love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, one guy.
The boss. But
thanks for listening, Mark.
But he's like, Sean, named Sean Hunter, 5'5",
brown hair.
He's like, how'd you know? He's like, answers to the name Sean.
Got him.
Yep.
And Sean's like, this guy's good.
What's the pig look like? Al looks at me, he's like, a lion.
Yeah, it looks like a big lion.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, no pigs here like that.
Yeah. Nope, that's not our pig. Sorry.
Yeah. He's like, isn't that right, Sean? That's right, my little Cory. And then, of course, little Cory comes scurrying down the stairs.
Coming down the steps all cute and shit. And I was like, there's the pig.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
When I had my beard and stuff and I was wearing flannels a lot, I was compared to him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? I don't see it either. That's what they said. Like, with the beard, I look like Al from Home Improvement.
No.
And I was like, I don't think so.
Afraid not.
Yeah. I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah.
So I told him.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Hands on my hips. Like,
Did you get a huge pop?
Yeah.
Good.
Got a pretty good little pop. I'm not making that up.
Yeah. You really said, I don't think so, Tim, though.
Yeah. I did.
Is anybody that I know around for this?
Tara.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts from this is Cory saying he's going to call the animal control. Now.
You wouldn't dare.
I got some ringing in my ear for some reason.
He shows up at the fucking door, Al, and he's like, here's my badge. That's just your ID. Yeah, I don't get a badge.
I'm animal control. They don't give me a badge.
Yeah.
So he's there. He's going to take the pig. But hey, on the down low here, I do have a 20-foot bull in my truck. I can slip you.
I'll hook you up, Sean.
So Topanga runs in, makes the save, and she says, "Oh, you don't have to take the pig. I found the owner."
Yeah, called him. Shows up. It's Turner.
Yep.
He's like, "Yeah, that's my boy's pig. My boy Zed."
Everybody's like, Zed.
Zed. Showing Turner might have been Amish back in the day.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Or he just assumes some country bumpkin would be named Zed.
Yeah. Zebediah or some shit.
And then Al goes to arrest Mr. Turner.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hands up, you're arrested. And he's like, well, you can do that? And he's like, no. Two can play the sarcasm game. It's like, fine, you're the owner, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I can still get you that bull, though, if you're interested.
Yeah, get that bow.
And so they're all friends. Yay, blah, blah, blah. Did you want to backtrack a little bit to Turner's apartment? Because I saw your eyes get real big when he was wearing that wife beater.
Oh, yeah? I thought you were just going to let that slide. No.
Look pretty good? No? Okay.
It didn't look bad. Moving on.
So yeah, they're all friends now. And that is the end up until we get to the end. But before we get there, let's listen to this.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Matt.
Join us every Wednesday for Wasting Time, our podcast where we talk about pop culture, life, and our favorite things.
From the movies we love to the TV shows we're obsessed with.
And from politics to parenting to whatever else is on our mind.
Give us a listen each Wednesday and then find us on Facebook and Twitter to tell us what you're loving.
We're part of the Big Heads Media Group, and we can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and wherever else you find your podcasts. Come waste some time with us.
And now that we heard that, let's wrap this bad boy up. And we're back at the opera. Eric is fucking loving it.
Yeah, Fanny's like, this is their 8th fucking curtain call, Eric. I'm ready to be home.
Yeah.
I have azaleas to prune in the morning.
Exactly. It's fucking 10 o'clock. I gotta get out to the garden over here. But then Eric's like super into it. He's trying to make plans with Feeney, go see the ballet and other shit like that. And of course we can do that. Whatever you want, Eric. But Eric's not going to leave until something big happens.
Yep.
And Feeney says, nothing big is going to happen. It's over. And then Eric says, wait, who's that big fat lady on stage? Yep. And then, of course, as the old saying goes, it's not over till the fat lady sings. She sings. And that is the end.
It's the end of the episode.
You got anything else for us over there, Kyle?
Yeah. Babe or Gordy?
Or who?
Gordy.
Who's Gordy?
You never seen Gordy?
What's a Gordy?
How come no one has seen Gordy?
Give me a year, a summary. What's going on here?
Okay.
Gordy.
It's a movie about a pig.
Well, I assumed.
Yeah. All right. Let me
90s?
Yeah. Gordy. Yeah, first thing pops up. Gordy the pig.
Can I look at the poster real quick?
Bring it over here. It was in 1995. The talking pig who made it big is the subline for it.
I like that.
Yeah, talking piglet Gordy lives a carefree life on an Arkansas farm until the rest of his family is taken away. Hitting the road to find his kinfolk before it's too late, Gordy meets up with a struggling young country singer Jenny Sue, played by Christy Young, and her father Luke, played by Doug Stone.
I don't really recall this at all, but that poster does look familiar.
Yeah. Well, it didn't do too well. It was 26% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.8 on IMDb. But I will tell you right now, as a child, I saw this before I saw Babe.
Yeah.
And I thought it was better than Babe.
Babe, Pig in the City?
Yeah. The original Babe, not the sequel, but Pig in the City. Who the fuck are you?
They actually mentioned that in another episode of Boy Meets World.
What's that, Babe?
Pig in the City, yeah.
No, okay.
They're like lying to their girlfriends and say they went to the theater to see that. And Topanga says, Cory, I want to watch that.
Holy shit, Babe came out in 95 as well. It was released August 4th, 1995.
So Gordy was like those movies that are straight to the DVD bin?
Yeah. Well, actually, hold on. May 12th is when Gordy came out in 95. When did Babe come out? August. So, Gordy actually beat Babe out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, of course, people know what movies are being made. I mean,
yeah. The Disney was like, we gotta get in on this shit.
Yeah.
We gotta get our pig out there first.
Exactly. So, since I know nothing about Gordy, I'm gonna go with Babe.
Okay. So, Tara.
Though I don't really recall that movie either, other than it's about a pig.
Yeah. He herds sheep because he thinks he's a sheepdog. Huh. It's about being what you want to be. It's what led to a lot of white people thinking that they're, OGs and rappers.
Okay.
Stealing culture from people. Kind of like how those pigs stole the sheepdog culture from the sheepdog.
Like Elvis.
Like Elvis.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealing culture.
Mm-hmm. Tara, what?
No, speaking of Tara. White rapper, speaking of Tara.
Yeah, of course. Check out her album dropping soon.
You didn't know that about her, did you?
She's a rapper?
She used to rap battle people in high school. Yeah.
I cannot see that at all.
Ask her about it. She won.
Really?
Yeah.
I cannot see it.
Yeah.
I cannot see it.
Yeah. Ask her about it sometime.
All right, I have to. Yeah. I'll have to hear one.
She's retired.
Oh.
She's been retired for like 12 years.
Oh, okay.
But
of course she has.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah. That's what I said. But yeah, Tara's super understanding, super patient. I brought up that I prefer Gordy over Babe. Mm-hmm. And she was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Like, Gordy is like the dollar store Bollywood ripoff of Babe.
That's what I said, yeah.
That's not. It came out before it.
Doesn't matter. Just a few months.
Yeah, but enough.
Most of these things do. All the B movies. They try to jump the gun, and because people are like, oh, fucking Babe's coming out soon. But then I'm walking around Walmart, and then I see this in the fucking rack, and it's like, well, I'll buy this. So I was thinking about Babe anyways, so it's kind of vaguely like Babe, so pick it up.
You want to talk about another kick-ass movie from 1995?
Sure.
Tall Tale.
Tall Tale?
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't remember Tall Tale?
Tell me about it.
Legendary.
Mark's going to get mad at us again. He was already pissed off that we talked about a lot of 94 movies on a previous episode.
Why?
Because he has a show that he talks about movies from 1994. He was like, you covered all the shows or the movies we talk about.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well, just didn't. You let me go with it?
It would just be a nice ad for retro late fee. Go check that out. There you go, Mark.
You know what? Tall Tale. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's good.
Tell me about it, though.
No,
I'm curious.
It's that guy that had the Blue Ox, the guy that fucking beat him up, John Henry, Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
The guy that rode the tornado. I can't think of his name. He was the leader.
Tornado John.
It's not Tornado John. The fuck goddamn dollar store bin movies you've been watching?
Oh yeah, Tornado John.
Pecos Bill. That's what it was.
Oh,
Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Is this a cartoon?
No, brother. It's live action.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not shitting you.
Well, I'm going to have to watch it tonight.
Yeah. I thought John Henry was played by Danny Glover, though, but apparently it's Roger Aaron Brown.
Who?
Yeah. Hope that doesn't make me racist. No. What the fuck? I've always thought that was Danny Glover. I didn't look a damn thing like Danny Glover.
Well, I mean, you're the guy that didn't even know that Jim Carrey was in Dumb and Dumber, so it's not surprising.
That was a joke for the show.
Sure.
Don't act like
that's what you said off the air. Sure, wink, wink. Yeah.
Okay.
You got anything else for us this week?
No, that's it.
Did you learn anything?
I didn't learn shit.
Wow. What did you think about the episode? Did you like it?
It was good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always up for a good animal.
Yeah.
Funny laughs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kyle loves cute little animals.
I do.
Like nothing gets this boy more giddy.
Yeah.
You want to tell him about your favorite commercial?
The French Bulldog with Skechers.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the moonwalk.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm grinning ear to ear right now.
Yes, he is.
And then there was that one time, too, when Brandon played that scene from the Aristocats, where they're like playing in the piano and the paint and shit.
He can't keep a grin off his face right now.
They're getting it everywhere. It's adorable.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, so that was episode 51. I think it was a lot better than 50.
Yeah.
But 50 was still pretty damn good, so if you missed that, go check that out. And I think Kyle has another thing that you might want to check out. Tell him about it, Kyle.
Oh, bro, we got Off the Trash just premiered. Check out the first episode. It's House and Chains Facelift.
Yeah, it's out there, and episode 2 will already be out as well when you hear this. So that was about
18 Visions.
18 by 18 Visions. Hell of a record. So you want to check out that episode and that record and Facelift. That's our new show. We're trying to get it popping, so get some downloads going so Kyle continues to do it because I enjoy doing it. So I don't want to cancel it. So let's do it.
Yeah.
That's at Off the Tracks Pod on Twitter. Boar Meets World is at Boar Meets World. Still would enjoy a review or two on the iTunes if you want to do that. And shirts at whatforapparel.com/Boar brand. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks.